Hey everyone. Hi. Welcome to everybody that's here. Everybody who's watching. Sunday's stream went well, so I'm thinking, I'm hoping that this one also goes well. And I'm in good spirits, and I'm in a good mood. I think I'm in a good mood. Hold on, I want to get my necklace. Necklace or necklaces, I should say. Got my big chunky chain. My little itty bitty, little dingly dangly chain. Which is very simple. Very, very simple. I was literally just, my mother recovered some jewelry stuff. So, there's a bunch of jewelry stuff that I really do so badly want to break into, but I just don't have, I need space to kind of lay everything out physically, so I can lay everything out in my mind and kind of combine things, test things, do just basic engineering sort of fine motor or like 3D spatial skills. If I don't have access to that space, then it's hard. It's hard. It's difficult. My mouth is already getting dry. I barely. That's kind of just what happens, I guess, though, when you're a streamer. I'm surprised that people don't drink water, like, on stream more. My mouth is constantly getting dry, and I know I smoke weed all the time, but what's the deal with that? What's going on there? I have a little lip sparkle on. Welcome to the stream, friend or new friend, Debhead or not Debhead. Welcome to the stream. It's wonderful to have you. And what do we do here? What do we do on Deborah's live stream? So we ramble. We try not to get taken down through either music or through, spicy takes, spicy speech. I don't consider myself a contrarian, but I like discourse. I like to talk about stuff, and I like to talk about stuff that's potentially sensitive sometimes. So sometimes that's stuff that we talk about, but mostly we're just hanging out, and mostly we're just enjoying each other's company, I guess. And when I'm saying that to you, I'm also saying that to myself, because I'm looking at myself. I'm talking to myself. This is almost a schizophrenic exercise, live streaming. But I have an audience, literally, from what I can see, one person up there. So that's literally one person that's watching this. So I'm not just here. I'm like Sonic the Hedgehog. I jumped into the iPhone, and now I'm jumping into your living room, or jumping into your ear on the way to work, or whatever, or at work, or whatever the hell. So yeah, it's wonderful to have you. My nails constantly look like crap. because I bite my nails because I'm neurotic, and I think about stuff way too much. I have way too many thoughts in my head. Sorry if there's loud construction. Sorry if there's loud construction going on. Um, hold on. Hey, welcome to the chat. So there's some fun stuff going on over there. And if you guys are good, if you like the stream, okay, if you're here and you're enjoying yourself, please like the stream and please subscribe. Maybe I'll go on the roof. Maybe I'll go on the roof. So I think what a fun thing to hey Teebs, OMG Teebs. Teebs, you might be the most consistent viewer. First. I don't know if you're all right in chat, maybe in chat, and you're the first person to like the stream. So you're my special little guy, Teebs. You're my special little guy today. So thanks very much. I'm surprised that you're not in the Discord. I know you're not really. I think you said that you tried Discord and it didn't really work for you. So I'm not gonna press you on that. But we miss you in the Discord. I want you to pat me in the head and tell me. I know, Teebs. I know. That's very. You wear your kinks proudly, is what I'll say. I might get in there, but I waste so much time anyway. Get in where? Sorry, I lost the context there. But it's lovely to have you. Oh, might get in there. Okay, the Discord. Yeah, makes sense. Totally. Gotcha. Context. Yeah, I know, girl. Teebs, what? You're so femme. Like, it's weird. Like, you have this, like, same kind of, like, bitchy aura that I do. So it's very... I'm just saying it's very suspect. I won't belabor the point, but you're way too... you seem way too ready to kind of just, like, jump into this, like, oh, wouldn't it be funny if I was trans arc? I'm gonna go get my nail polish. We're gonna do some nail polish. Stay right there, okay? Stay right there, 3 concurrent viewers. Stay right there, 3 concurrent viewers. I really... Thanks for leaving. Sorry. I like to behave how the host... I like to behave how the host appreciates. Okay. Well, I appreciate you, Teebs, and thanks for liking the stream. I know that was you. I know that was you who liked it, because you're awesome. That's what sucks about having my hair down and, like, out and stuff, like, just constantly getting on, like, my lip stuff. Like, women in chat. one's if you're a woman. No, but just even theoretically, right? Regardless of your gender, how do you keep from the wind getting your hair in, like, your stuff and your, like, mouth and, like, in your orifices, you know? How does that work? All right, I need to concentrate a little bit for this stuff, otherwise it's just gonna look like shit. And there's the saw. So saw intermission. All right. Yeah. Saw intermission. Okay. Would you like to play a game? So I was watching my stream yet from Sunday, from the other day, and I liked it. Is it weird to say you like your own stream? Because it wasn't even like a really, like an animation or something I spent like so much time on, just like, oh, I really like what I did. I feel super rewarding. It's like, no, I was just kind of like, oh, I should I should stream, but I thought it was fun. I thought I was entertaining. I hope that everybody else thought I was, in spite of the yeah. We have to find a code name for Erie, something that hopefully isn't transphobic. It's I have to be honest with my audience. It's been pretty hard to not be transphobic back towards Erie because I just think it's toxic. I think it's toxic behavior, and I think it's basically feeding the trolls. There's a lot of different ways to feed the trolls. Like feeding the trolls kind of like gets thrown around of like don't feed the trolls or whatever, which that could be like don't interact with them or like don't give them what they, don't antagonize them, don't like whatever. Um, there's a lot of different ways to treat trolls. Scrambled egg. I think that's you, Teebs. I think that's a self-report. I think you're the only egg here. Looks kind of crappy. Looks a little crappy. I'm not great at. I don't have a proper canvas. As my friend Michelle likes to say, I'm a trash artist. So I mostly deal in trash, as you can see, right? A lot of this is garbage. It's recycling, whatever. It's recycled. Hey, garbage. Any garbage can be recycled if you're an artist. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, right? Any garbage can be recycled if you're basically like creating meaning in the world from what would otherwise be nothing. Would be like actually like uh actual waste, actual damage. You're isolating it and you're taking it out of the biosphere that it would otherwise affect, this is just an example, but like, and they don't use rings, the plastic rings on bottles and cans very much anymore. I think those are mostly being phased out. Um, you know, instead they use cardboard, right? They use a lot of cardboard. Sorry, I just fucked up. Why did I fuck up my whole spiel? So, um, and see, I hold it out long enough because I'm trying to finish my point. It dries out, so I have to dunk. I have to Dunkachino. I really need some more nail polish colors because I like doing black because it's simple and I don't have to think about it. But the more I explore with different styles, the more items I get. Environmental would be a good recycling dance troupe to start at the Fountain House. Environmental, yeah. That'd be good. That'd be good. That reminds me of a Mad TV sketch, which I think I'm very sure it had Alex Borstein and Will Sasso, and I think Aries Spears, and I think probably Michael McDonald because he was in everything. Oh, dude, I could give like whole lectures on Mad TV. Specifically, the women of Mad TV are so freaking funny, dude. They are so freaking funny. And Stuart, remember Stuart, Michael McDonald, and Mo Collins. Stuart, I can't do it. That was bad. That was really bad. That was a really bad Mo Collins. Stuart. Oh, no, don't. I can't do it. My voice sucks. I think I'm getting over something. Don't clip that, okay? And whenever I say don't clip that, I mean clip that because that's a clippable moment. So I'm speaking in code, okay? When I say don't clip that, I really mean in this one and only in this bracket, right? In this instance, you don't know it. You don't know what. You don't know what? You don't know Mad TV? You don't know the sketch that I'm talking about? That's fine. That's totally fine, Teeps. What was I talking about? The E-Racists. The E-Racists is the sketch. Where they would, and I'm pretty sure was Nicole Sullivan in those sketches? It might have just been four. I don't remember who the four fourth member was. I can't remember if it's Michael or not. And Michael McDonald, actually. So I went through like kind of like a binging. I sort of binge TV shows that have been like off the air for, at least a decade or whatever. Because it's fun, right? It's fun to see the past with new eyes because it can recontextualize a lot of stuff, and it kind of like can put to bed some like fears and some like or some like and every time you like look at something and you're like, oh, I can't believe I laughed at that because it's like offensive or just like it's just like not funny or whatever. Like that's a a marker really of the fact that like you're a changing person. Your tastes have changed, and that's like that is kind of a good thing, It's just good to revisit things sometimes and just check in with how you feel and how you feel about stuff and what your relationship to media is. I'm autistic, so I obviously care a lot about media and what I'm consuming and what what it means for us, and garbage. See, I don't do them and they look like shit, and then I do them and they look like shit, and they look okay for maybe 2 to 3 hours. Then they look like crap again. It's okay. It's okay. It's a process. It's a process, baby. I need my shit pierced so bad, dude. I just need more stuff going on over here. A couple of blocks away. What are you talking about? Sorry, it's just the sort of delay in conversation. I kind of get lost. And also, I'm trying to do a thing here. So if I shut the hell up, maybe I can do it okay. Like Andrew says, you don't want to have dead air. You don't want to have dead air. I was talking about my stream on Sunday, where it looks good. Where it looks good from? It looks good from a couple blocks away. Oh. Bitch. No, TB. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a bro, for being a brony, and thanks for liking the stream. And if you're watching this, go ahead and like this stream. I would really appreciate it. That would be really, really fun. Of course, you don't have to. You absolutely do not have to. And I would never want to guilt you into doing it. I would simply remind you it's definitely an option. But I also remind you that it's an option. Right? Do your parents put you up here? It's kind of a, I don't want to go too deep into the details or whatever. It's a little bit personal, mostly for their sake. I don't really give a shit about, I don't, if I'm doxing myself or I don't want to give too much information about important stuff. So bullshit, right? It's kind of a joint effort from different parts of my family. My grandparents are also sort of are paying for it, I was going to say like our benefactors here. Yeah, this is bullshit, and I hate this. I'm gonna do this because at least then I only have to worry about one side, So really, really fun. Nice they helping you out, even if you don't see eye to eye. I basically treat people how they treat me, You know what I mean? And if you're giving me respect, I give it a respect. I give it a respect. But if you don't give me the respect, I don't give you the respect. Sorry to my Italian friends. Sorry. You don't all sound like that. Only most of you sound like that. So many people. Why am I talking like Trump? So many people. So many people like my picture on Facebook. That's not a good Trump. I wasn't trying. I can't go all out all the time on all my voices. I got a little bit too. I was a little bit too crazy. With the last one, the last stream on Sunday. Careful with the stereotypes. Hey, shut up, your face. No, it's okay. The Sopranos. So David Chase, I think, is from where I'm from, like from around this area. He's from New Jersey. I'm pretty sure. I'm watching The Sopranos, and I always kind of get like stuck a little bit further into the Sopranos because I start to lose a little bit of momentum. You know, stuff just kind of in the first season of Sopranos, stuff is just kind of happening a lot of the time, and there is stuff that I really like about it, and there's stuff that I definitely appreciate it on this watch. I appreciate more, but yeah, no, I'm definitely still gonna watch it. I'm just more right now. I'm just enraptured with Undone. Still, I have to do that. But my media diet is mostly YouTube at this point. I have shows kind of down to a minimum. Oh no, guys, look. Ah, hold on. Can I show you? Can I even show you? It's a weird angle. There you go. You can see it. You guys saw that. I want to do something, you know, something a little bit more interesting, a little bit more dynamic than just have these. I do miss having them around my. Okay, did you see recent burst my bubble? Christine really snapped at Andrew. No, no, I didn't. I guess I'm gonna have to check that out. Um, can I give you a little bit of Deb tea time? So a friend reached out to me, and I'm not going to go super into detail with this. This is not going to be a big long story, but a friend reached out to. I'm giving you a little taste of where my head has been at. So a friend reached out to me, who prior to me, myself and my ex breaking up, my last relationship. I try to say because it was complicated. I was definitely dumped right at a certain point, right? But the breaking was kind of over time. It was kind of contracted. Um, there were contractions. I'm in the middle. Hey, I'm in the middle of the live stream. What the hell? Come on, man. Sorry about that. Stream just crashed because of I got a call, a potential spam call. So don't even yeah. What does the baby do? I don't know. Sorry, I got totally distracted. It wasn't my fault though. All right, my train of thought was solid. So, um, I got a text from a friend who was prior to my last relationship with my ex. Um, we had a falling out because, in large part due to, I don't have to say what it was in part due. too, honestly, because that's getting too far into it, and I don't want to be. It's too complicated to really break down because there's just going to be too many questions, and Teebs is going to be weird about it. So I'll just say that we broke it off. Me and this friend, not my ex, this friend, who happens to be a cis dude, right? This autistic cis guy. Weird, moi? Yeah, Teebs, you're weird. You're weird, Teebs. Just a little bit. You know it. You like being weird. So we didn't end on the best terms, and he pretty much badmouthed my ex, um, and at the same time saying that like I was being controlled by them, you know, and being like I pity you basically for being so pussy whipped, basically is what he was saying, and I'm like, no, they hurt your feelings and you're upset, and that makes sense, but now they're casting a larger shadow than they should be for you. And he basically said the inverse of just like, no, actually it's you who's giving them, who's giving them a pass. And I was like, I can't really engage with this because I just think that you're wrong, and you're not really even you're positing things that you don't even really understand. Like, I could just tell you what you're right about when you're wrong about, like, actually, because I know better than you, because I'm in this relationship. So I could, if you asked, I could tell you, but you're not asking, you're telling me. So he texted me and said like, hey, I've moved out to Minnesota, I've done this and that, I've been living, on my own or whatever, and I've been like trying to stay afloat. And this guy's been very independent. He moved out to New York basically on his own. You know what I mean? His parents, I think, are doing, they're okay. They do like ministry. So I don't know. They work, whatever. And they were, also supporting him. But he was living a pretty meager lifestyle. So I respected him for making it out here and living on his own, and doing a lot of stuff that I couldn't really do on my own. I couldn't manage on my own. But he also has his own limitations that he was pretty, he didn't drive. He really had a hard time learning how to drive, and just at a certain point said, hey, this is something I gotta forego. But he was living in New York, he was living in New York City, so in Harlem mostly. But, obviously he was not living it up in the Upper West Side like a friend of mine currently is. Different places. You meet people and they're in different places, and I hate capitalism. I hate how much inequality there is, and I think we should be more. It should be easier to relate to each other than ever with the internet, that we have each other at each other's fingertips. But it's somehow harder to relate to each other sometimes because we see so much of each other, and so much of it is fabricated that there's no. It's really hard. Like the barcode is scratched. I don't know. The barcode is scratched. All right, teams, you're gonna have to keep me grounded here if you want me to stay on track with any stories or anything. Basically, if I want to wrap up the whole thing with my friend, my ex-friend, I've since broken up with that person, with my partner. Sounds like a teen novel. You're always saying it sounds like a. Get a different get a different joke. No, it's fine. It's fine. You don't have to have. You know what? You can have the same joke. Whatever. You want to know what's something? Okay, to wrap up the whole thing with my friend, um, with my ex friend. He texted me and basically was like, "Oh yeah, I'm doing all this other stuff," and he's you know, I was like, "I'm it's good, but like what is different in here? Like what's different about us? Yeah, I'm recognizing patterns. Yeah, I know. So am I. So am I, Teebs. I'm also recognizing some patterns here, and he basically said, "Well, you know, I care about sex less," and I'm like, "Good for you. That's awesome. I'm really happy for you. If that's what you want, if you want to care about sex less, if you want to care about relationships more, you know, go for it. It's okay to care about sex, but if you want to care about it less, and you find yourself caring about it less, that's an outcome you want. Amazing, fantastic." But he didn't really. Once I interrogated like how we left things, I'm just like, you said a bunch of stuff that I think is unhelpful and untrue, and you basically just you jumped to these conclusions, and when I tried to tell you otherwise, you're like, yeah, you're brainwashed though. And that's actually what another ex-friend, an ex-mutual friend of mine did, but instead they also said like, also you're a man, and then they tried to dead name me basically, and then they followed me to different um, this dude who I'll call Jenkins. 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 No, no, not Brian. Jenkins. This dude Jenkins, right? Followed me to different social media platforms to be like, "Hey, what's up? What I think is your dead name, you know." So, like, block. You can't just like try to like. It's like this weird savior complex thing where it's like, I need to show you the light by bullying you. Okay, you catch more flies with honey. I'm saying, like, if you were just like, hey, we should hang out and like do man stuff together and like be like men and do like manly stuff together and like go like camping and like just like not think about like femininity really or like whatever, just to kind of clear our heads. Okay, I'm a lesbian. I'll go camping with you. It has to be my type of camping, kind of. It has to be camping by my rules, and it has to be on your dime. But for sure, I'll go camping with you. Absolutely, I'll go camping with you. I'll go fishing with you. You could teach me how to build a car from like a little toy race car. You keep on adding. That's how it works, right? You start with a really small car, and then you just keep on adding layers and layers of car. I don't know how it works. I don't know how it works. You keep adding layers and layers of car, or something. There's like tubes or something, right? There's like tubes and like big. All right, I'm stealing jokes from different generations of comedy in my brain. I'm stealing from Rick and Morty and also Pete Holmes show sketch that I watch. Does anybody know Pete Holmes? Anybody watch Pete Holmes? Comedian, podcaster. He had a show on HBO, Crashing. I think it did okay. Um, yeah, yeah. So I feel like a bit like a priest in the confessional. Not gonna lie. Um, you're basically hearing what like my therapist would hear, except I'm leaving out obviously a lot of stuff and names and whatnot. Not that I give my therapist like a whole bunch of names, but just for the sake of convenience and just for the sake of immediacy and not losing my train of thought. I use people's names. I want big ass beads, big ass chunky prayer beads. I think those are so. They're like the big Buddhist beads. I think those are so. They're very me, you know. I'm big. I have big wooden balls, so I need big wooden balls around my neck. Can I ask you a question? Don't be offended, though. You know, if you have to ask, like, can I ask a question? The answer is usually probably like, what do you think? Is it a good question? But if it's something, if you're being genuine and you want a genuine answer, then yeah, go ahead. But if you are trying to be like sneaky about being, you know, whatever, it's an interesting question. Yeah, no. Well, I guess the answer is we'll see. Just go ahead and ask. I'm not going to judge you though. I just judge you when you're being naughty. Sorry. Sorry. I judge you when you're being naughty, Teebs. Don't be naughty. Don't be naughty. I gotta do my other hand at some point, but these are dry. These are dry. Go for it. Go for it, Teebs. With the dead name thing, do your parents find it hard to deal with the idea that the previous person's gone as far as you are concerned? I don't really. So the only part I'm struggling with is the very end of that. As far as I'm concerned, you're just saying like, what's your assessment, right? You're not modifying the question. Basically, your question is, do your parents find it hard to deal with the previous person being gone? And the answer is probably, you know, but they can go to therapy for that. It's not something that I want to moralize, you know, but it's not something I want to give any real significance to, because it's not really my saying like, you know, oh, it must be really hard for parents to deal with like an autistic child, and I'm like, I bet it is. I bet it is sometimes, but it's also pretty great sometimes. So, you know, maybe relax. I don't know. Maybe chill out. Maybe, you know, the time that you waste grieving over the person that is quote unquote gone, right? Because that's not even really how it works most of the time. That's not really how it works with me, right? The person that has been here, has always been here, is not gone, is not eliminated. They just maybe haven't fully integrated into the full self, whatever that means. Whatever the hell that means. I get dead name. Yeah, that's why I always say try to dead name me, because I don't talk about what my dead name is or is not. If I have a dead name, who knows? Who knows, right? If I have a name at all, Debbie just might be another pseudonym, just might be another mask, right? But Caterpillar, yeah, no, I'm definitely. So I'm gonna start. That's why I'm in a much better mood, and I'm much more happy to be seen and to be seen by myself too. I'm so happy that TB is here, but I would really try to keep the stream going even if there wasn't anybody here. I would try my best. It definitely wouldn't be as easy. I definitely need something to ping pong off of, and Teebs is very very nice. But yeah, no, any time spent grieving over the person that was gone, who was lost, is just time that is probably better spent celebrating the person who's right here in front of you. Dummy. I've also been here the whole time. So you should maybe try to get to know the person that's also always been here, but is also getting used to corporeal space. I don't know. It's interesting that like in Undone, right? I don't want to spoil too much, but timelines kind of fuse, and the you from another you, right? You converge, and you have sort of like shared memories and shared existences. Hey, Will. Hey, Billy. What's up? What's up, Lil Will? How's it going? Lil Will, you need to have and you need to think really hard about it, but you need to have a celebrity look-alike person to always introduce. That's always your intro. Is like, hey, has anyone ever told you you look like a young Meryl Streep, a young Robert Plant? I don't know. I don't know what I look like. I don't know who I look like. I do it because it makes him happy, and I like to see him smile. I guess it does, and I guess that's why it doesn't bother me, because you don't really push, you don't push the whole you're actually related to Tom Cruise. You just say, hey, you're looking like a young Tom Cruise over here, and it's more of a meme than anything. It's not even really a little like the woman who wrote Harry Potter, but she isn't keen on trans people. You think I look like J.K. Rowling? If you start to say like, "Hey, is that a young J.K. Rowling?" I'm gonna throw a rock at your house in Minecraft. I'm gonna throw a rock at your Minecraft house. Okay. God, I had to censor my censor. I'm like, I'm gonna do something, but also in Minecraft. You only said a little. Whatever. Whatever. Teebs, you know you're being naughty. Stop being naughty. And I do feel he resembles a young Tom Cruise, so it is fun. It is fun for all. Sure. Kind of. Does he really look that much like a young Tom Cruise? I'm not saying he's not handsome, right? But I think there's other celebrities. Like I think he has like the Sid Barrett thing. Like I think he looks like Sid Barrett, so it's like that's a trigger for him that he's like gonna be a vegetable mind or whatever, you know. And if Andrew sees this, I'm sorry. I don't want to spur on your delusions, but you're not that. You're none of these people. You're Andrew Koloski. You're your own person. You're your own unique individual. And Top Gun was his actual face. Yeah. He only bears. He only hears what people are saying sometimes. Yeah, that's true, and that's true about you know who. He only believes what he wants to believe. I think I don't have to be silly, Hermione, said Hagrid. Elves love being slaves. I should really, hey, what's up? What's up? What's up, Tachi? I'm just gonna tell you Tachi if that's okay. Tachi. Um, I want to be respectful of people's screen names, but I think just for simplicity, I do. Because I don't call Low Will just like Low Will every single time. I call him Low Bill, Low Willie. You know, you have little nicknames. And the reason my name is Deb, Deborah, Debbie, whatever, it's like, yeah, use freaking call me Deborah. I don't give a shit. Go biblical with it. I don't care. If I had to come up with your celeb vibe, it would currently be Meryl Streep. I love her, by the way. Thank you very much. Did you get that from what I said? Did you? Because that'd be very funny if you got there on your own. Because I definitely said Meryl Streep. I think that my mom has kind of Meryl Streep vibes, so um, I'm gonna say yeah. So you know what's messed up about transitioning as an AMAB, as an AMAB? Um, Hormonally, HRT doesn't affect your vocal cords, but for trans men on testosterone, it does. It gives you a deeper voice. It's like a rubber band. If you stretch it out, it just stays stretched. You can't unstretch. It's very difficult, at least, very costly, very resource intensive to unstretch a rubber band. And it requires a lot of training. I didn't hear you mention, but it is the truth. You did it! Wow, that's so amazing. I'm channeling some Meryl Streep right now. That's amazing. I thought you said what it sucks about being an ACAB. Yeah, I know. What sucks about being an ACAB? No. AMAB is a sign for people not in the know, and I guess for that's you, Tachi. Um, I don't want to just call you down. That feels weird. I was like, what are possible nicknames can I do? No, but for people not in the know, um, yeah, AMAB, assigned male at birth. I think it's good. It's a good um, shorthand to use, because like saying like, oh, used to be a man or whatever, and it's like, and we try not to talk about people's genitals, right? And by using terms like AMAB and AFAB, you kind of are like talking about like the general societal assessment of their bodies, right? Because what is that assignment based off of? It's, it's nebulous, right? It's left kind of like inconspicuous or whatever, so you just shorthand to AMAB, AFAB, generally people to fit into those boxes, right? Into those boxes specifically. Tachi's fine. Are you getting the estrogen? Yeah, hopefully today, teams. Hopefully today. What effect does it have? So aside from not the voice thing, it kind of does affect a lot of other stuff. And mostly like your skin, like the way that kind of your a lot of way, mostly kind of like musculature kind of over time, right? Fat distribution. So your silhouette kind of like your bone structure doesn't really change, right? I have gone through male puberty, right? I think these terms are a little bit, I throw around stuff like male and female, whatever, right? I'm using the culturally agreed upon terms. So I go through male puberty, and I got really big, Not that I wouldn't be big as if I had gone through female puberty, but can we call it like estrogenic puberty and testosterone puberty? I started every morning with a big old bone of testosterone. That's what my mom made me every night too. I know the term. I just thought it was funny. Someone explaining why it sucks to be, why it sucks to be multiple master cops. It sucks to be all cops are bad. It sucks to be all cops, and also it's bad. Yeah. No, I guess that makes sense either way. Either way, anyone you want to spin it. Who wants to see the construction site again? I think that would be a fun thing to look at. Whoa. It's a little bit scary. Don't fall. Don't fall. You're safe, okay? You're safe with me. Look at this cardboard. Look at this fun little cardboard. Oh, no. That's a fantastic idea. That's a really good idea. If I made a little cardboard, like, thing for the phone to sit in, so there's like this border saying like, hi, welcome to the stream, it's Debbie, be nice, be Debbie. That one's for me. That's a reminder for me. To answer your question though, part of you, I'm holding you tight, TB. I'm holding you tight, okay? You're gonna be safe with me, okay? If you stick with me, you're gonna be safe. You're gonna be safe with me, okay? Physical changes, right? When I say fat redistribution, fat redistribution, okay? Fat equity, right? I'm gonna be getting the stuff, the stuff that you want to see sometimes. Oh no, it's a bumpy ride. Sorry, I did that just for that comment. You don't want to end up scrambled. Yeah, you definitely are an egg, TB. You lady lumps, hells yeah. I'm gonna get those lady lumps. I'm gonna get those thighs for actual days. I have thighs for weeks. Okay, not months. Let's not get ridiculous. I have thighs for weeks. Um, yeah, someone specifically said in the post that I made, just being like, "Hey, I'm large, I'm trans, I'm clockable," you know. A bunch of people were nice, but people. It's interesting the comments that people have. Um, one person was like, "You're so tall, you have a lot of places to hide fat," and I'm like, interesting. Good to know. Good to know. Go slay, go slay. Thank you very much. I do feel pretty. I feel like my makeup's pretty good today. What do you guys think? Do you find me pretty? Do you guys think I'm pretty? Because I think you're pretty. I really like the way you look. I think you're beautiful to me. I think you look really nice today, actually. I think you beautiful, babe. Thank you so much, Teebs. I think you're beautiful too. I think you have a nice heart. You're naughty. You're a naughty little egg. Do you get it from a doctor, or I'm gonna be getting it potentially from a pharmacy? Yeah. I had a conversation with my doctor, my trans doctor, naughty but nice. My trans doctor. So has anyone seen? One's in chat. If you've seen, I think you should leave. If you've seen like all of it, right? I was watching it with my friends, like a chocolate fudge brownie. Yeah. No, I'm gonna be eating those friggin' estrogen pills like M&Ms. Just kidding. I'm gonna be taking them based on my regimen. But no, I will be using them as sprinkles on my ice cream. Gonna use massive, you know. So I'm trying to laugh less in the middle of telling jokes because I was listening to my stream from Sunday and I'm like, it sounds a little not forced, but you can tell that you want people to laugh at your jokes. Anyway, I was watching I Think You Should Leave. That sketch where it's like an action movie and the guy's like shooting everybody. He's just saying fuck a lot and he's just being like an asshole. He's being very funny. And then you find out in the interview the cast or whatever, and Santa Claus is playing is like the lead actor, and they bring up the fact that he's Santa Claus. And he gets so mad. They bring up they don't bring up the fact that he doesn't get mad at the Santa Claus part. Sorry, I fucked it up. He doesn't get mad at the Santa Claus part. He gets mad at the part where he says he delivers gifts to all the good little boys and girls. I love that guy. I love that guy so much. That's such a great Santa Claus as the lead actor or whatever within the canon of the story. Yeah, within the canon of the sketch, within the world of the universe. Yeah. God, I am so pretty. Aren't I so pretty? You know, I kind of have a Lisa Kudrow thing going on a little bit. In addition to because the long hair and the kind of the manic pixie, you know, tall girl type thing. As Santa Claus, yeah. No. Do you know what the sketch that I'm talking about? Though, Tachi. Guys, also follow Tachi. Tachi down on social media on Twitch. I don't know if he streams often. I know he streams sometimes, but I don't know if he streams regularly. Can we have a rendition of Smelly Pussy? What's Smelly Pussy? What's Smelly Cat? What is that? Guys, these streams are for adults, okay? Twitch, yeah, I stream randomly at night. Yeah, no. So if anyone's interested, go follow Tachi. Cat, smelly cat. These are some kind of friends. I never watched Friends. It was kind of too. It was right before me. That's like, I'm kind of like mid millennial. 93. I'm gonna be 31. You know, I'm pretty open about that. I don't. My age, I don't. You know, not worried too much about it. But yeah, no, I think my sister Katie was big into Friends, but I never watched it. But I did have a crush on Lisa Kudrow, I think. Yeah. I think I did have a crush on Lisa Kudrow, definitely. Probably wanted to be her too. That makes a lot of sense. Probably wanted to be her too. Who? Oh, she's so good as Aphrodite. That's right. She's so good as Aphrodite in the Hercules cartoon. God. I didn't watch that much of Toon Disney because it was mostly at my grandparents. I saw them during the summer, but Lisa Kudrow as Aphrodite was so smoking hot because her voice was so understated. You know, it was very kind of like. This is gonna. I'm showing my shadow here, but it is very mom energy. You know, very nice mom energy. There is great video on YouTube of the Friends theme, where the clapping part just doesn't end. I'm sure there is. I'm sure there is. That used to be the intro to my my improv teams, my house teams. I say my teams. The house team that I was on, that was our name, Pals. Pals was our name. So our intro, we would come out to so no one told you I was gonna be this way. That's my cover of it. So no one told you I was gonna be this way. What are my plans today, Deb? Hopefully trying to get estrogen, honestly. Chilling out. This is my last week here at this location. Yeah. So I'm just trying to enjoy myself, basically, while I'm here. And thanks for being so nice in the chat. Thanks for liking the stream. And I'm on the move. Yeah, I'm going to be moving into a new place where I should. Is there smokable estrogen? So, you know, I bet there is, right? I bet there is in some form. Probably less effective, maybe dangerous. Because estrogen is, you have to be, you know, there's, okay, I just got Rusty just sent me a message in Discord asking about something or other. And I just got a weird spam text link. So that's what's going on with me. Is the new place closer proximity to estrogen dealer? In fact, it is. The pharmacy. I am very much closer to the pharmacy. So I'm going to be ow. I'll do a clip where I animate this in later. The estrogen pills. Ow. That'll be a YouTube. I can start doing YouTube clips. You know what I mean? I can just stream and I can do YouTube clips and that'll be my life. And I'll be famous and everyone will like me. And everyone will say that I'm beautiful and handsome and wonderful and nice and cool. And I make good art and I'm good at making jokes and I look amazing and I should drink more water. Honestly, streaming keeps me from smoking cigarettes, honestly. If you guys are watching me, I can't smoke a cigarette on stream, you know? The stream that you liked and you've subscribed to. I'm gonna keep saying it. I'm gonna keep doing it, right? No, I'm just gonna get super, super hot though. Like if you think I'm beautiful now, like I'm definitely going to get way hotter. Uh, yeah, yeah, no, it's gonna be pretty cool. Um, and it's not because I need any one specific phenotypical, gender expression. It's because I think that knowing that I'm closer to my own perception of myself, what I kind of see in my own mirror, right? In my own internal mirror, in my mind's eye, right? If you look in if you look in a mirror in a dream, what do you see? You know? Trying to just get closer to that, I think, is a worthwhile endeavor. You know, if you see something you like, if you see something that you want to, if it doesn't scare you, you know, or maybe it does scare you, and maybe you're not ready. Like our friend TB here, maybe you're not ready quite yet. But and I don't mean everybody's trans. Everybody's just waiting for it to learn that they're trans. Maybe. There's a non-zero chance that everybody's trans, but I'll just say if they were, it would not be in the same way, so it wouldn't really matter. But it would be kind of a non sequitur. It'd be like, oh, everyone's trans. Okay, what information does that give us? I don't know. It's cool. It's neat. Whatever. And give you money. Who's giving me money? You'd be like Miss Pac-Man. Yeah. Who's giving me money? Oh, everyone. Oh, everyone will give me money. Yeah. No, everybody gives me money. You're saying everybody who watches me is gonna give me money? Yeah, everybody. Every single fucking person. No, it's okay. I don't want to pretend like I don't appreciate the financial help, right? Um, yeah. Um, but you know, I don't want to. I don't want to lie to people and say that it's easy. That it's easy to just get off stream and get offline and try to build your life outside of this. It is genuinely difficult. And I know that the people watching right now spend a lot of time toiling. I know they do because they're human beings. They spend a lot of time toiling with shit that's very difficult, you know, just to get by. So I applaud you for that. Whatever you're going through, whatever trials you have, you know, whatever temptations are at your door, whatever persecutors you have, internal, external, whatever barriers you have, I hope they dissolve, and I hope you are a better person for it, and I hope you get to go forward with peace and love, basically. Peace and love. Peace and love. Sorry, I wonder if I'm behind in the chats. Sorry, TV. I'm behind in the chats. I wanted to finish that thought because it's so easy to get distracted, so I apologize. I wonder if Miss Pac-Man is the first trans game, obviously a trans woman eating estrogen-based, being chased by ghosts, the previous past gender. What do you think? Damn, Tabes, that's actually, I'm glad that I slowed down for that, because that's actually not too bad, honestly. I'm not even, I didn't even laugh because I just had to consider it seriously. Past selves, right? But Pac-Man's the same way. So is Pac-Man also a trans man? Does Pac-Man trans in Japanese? Um, can I make money while I take gas station edibles and play Elden Ring? Please God. See, you like what you do, and you're really good at what you do. Or I should say you like what you do. You like what you can do in terms of video game design and art and all that stuff. Um, but you also don't want it to be your lifeblood, Tachi, right? You don't want it to be the thing that makes you um, worthy of safety and support and luxury. Who doesn't love luxury? Jesus, right, washed people's feet. He was also anointed with oils, right? He was also given high praise, but he lowered himself to the feet of others. He serviced others, right? Often before he serviced himself. Okay, and that's kind of the point, is that we all have kind of highs and lows. That's why Jesus was crucified. Yeah, Jesus was trans, guys. Where there is a little will, there is a way, Tachi. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, we're all supporting each other right now. You guys are supporting me by just being here, by witnessing me, by interacting with me, by wanting to interact with me. That's a huge bump to my ego, and a huge dopamine increase. And part of the reason why it's so dumb, but part of the reason why I don't stream is because I want to finish Golden Sun, right? But I have to look inside myself and ask myself, what about the Golden Sun why don't I want to do the Golden Sun stream? Well, it's hard to just stream from inside because I'm always self-conscious about who's listening, and I being loud and whatnot, because I'm living with other people, and I don't know when they're out of the house. Sorry, Teebs, I will get back to your comment. I'm putting a pin in it, okay? Why don't I stream Golden Sun? So, I have to look at those things honestly and answer honestly for myself what I need to kind of get it back on the horse in terms of finishing up that game, because I love that game and I want to share that game, and I think it's worthy of committing to something. You know what I mean? Even if I have to take breaks, I do want to finish it, and that would be really, I think, cathartic to do. So I do want to get back to that, but it shouldn't. Not doing it shouldn't stop me from streaming. That's silly. That's silly. Why do I have to stop streaming because I'm not streaming Golden Sun? No. The people who want to watch it, even in theoretically, the people who want to watch it don't want to watch me do it when I'm forcing myself. They want to watch somebody have fun, and they want to watch somebody be comfortable. Presumably, a lot of people don't want me to. Some people might want to watch me suffer. Most people, though, are here for fun times, here for good times, right? They just want to share stuff with me. They want to be a part of my life, and I'm so grateful for that. I'm so grateful for the people here who want to share stuff with me, and I think it's really special. Teebs, now we're getting down to your theory. Back to game theory. Pac-Man came before Miss Pac-Man. Perhaps they are one and the same. I mean, that's old hat, right? But they were Pac-Man before realizing they were actually Miss Pac-Man. So, but see, the thing is with canon, the Pac-Man canon has really outlasted and kind of never really re-eclipsed. So, because I think Pac-Man for a short minute was actually bigger than Pac-Man. I think the rebrand was truly monumental and had lasting impact. But over time, through cultural kind of, wear and tear or whatever, continuously sanding down the edges of culture, continually refining culture, and that doesn't mean, refined doesn't mean it could be processed, right? Processing is a kind of refinement, is kind of whatever. Uh, Miss Pac-Man, I think, has been now been successfully, because you can't play as Miss Pac-Man in Super Smash Bros. Which really, why? Why isn't Mrs. Pac-Man or Ms. Pac-Man? Oh, actually, there's, I think, a weird copyright thing with Ms. Pac-Man. Actually, there's a weird copyright thing with Ms. Pac-Man. I think maybe it wasn't until recently, or maybe it's still in effect, but they can't use Miss Pac-Man or Mrs. Pac-Man or Ms. I forget which one it is. It's Miss Pac-Man, right? They never said that they're married or who they're married to. Miss Pac-Man is, I think the copyright didn't carry over to Namco's, I think Namco Bandai's ownership or something. They lost something. Yeah. Whether it was like the rights to like television or something. I don't know. You could look this shit up. Pac-Man's canon. Yeah. You guys are making the same type of humor here. Same type of millennial humor. Are there clubs that you can frequent to service others before you service yourself? Yeah, they're called churches. They're called churches, Teebs. They're called volunteer. They're called soup kitchens. Okay. They're called homeless shelters. How do we? I'm going to poll chat. How do we feel about? Because we talk about politics here. We talk about language. We talk about culture. We talk about